I just got hit up by NFL superstar Breece Hall to build his dream team in college football 25. Now, you guys have seen a ton of different challenges on this channel, but this one we are going to be building Breece Hall's dream team with a slight twist too. You guys know how much I like the Michigan playbook. He actually gave me a list of different playbooks that I could run, but we are going to be running Air Force playbook for this challenge. Now, there are going to be 3 featured players on offense and defense. On offense, our 3 featured players are going to be Kyle Pitts, AJ Brown, and Jalen Knoll. Then on defense, our 3 featured players are going to be Charles Woodson, Pig Cage, and also Fred Warner. Now, the rest of the team, he told me that I could pick basically whatever I wanted to, but for me personally, I am going to look for the best players that he's either played with at the Jets or are currently at Iowa State, the place that he ended up going to college. So that being said, let's go ahead and build the rest of the team. And just like that, man, we have built Breece Hall's dream team. Now, a couple of things. One, Breece Hall actually isn't in college football ultimate team right now. So I just picked the 2 best running backs of one all time and then currently that we have. I think Ashton Jeanty should have been the Heisman this year. I guess Travis Hunter was great, but Ashton Jeanty was my Heisman. And then Reggie Bush is probably the best Heisman running back currently in the game. Don't get me wrong, I think Barry Sanders is insane, but in the game, Reggie Bush is the best that we have. Now, receivers, we did pick up Garrett Wilson. And one thing I do want to mention is Breece Hall was born in Nebraska, so I actually ended up picking a decent amount of Nebraska players up. I just couldn't really find a ton of Iowa State players or players that had played for the Jets. So I had to dig deep. We found where Breece Hall was born, which was Omaha, Nebraska, and we just picked up some Nebraska players too. Defensively, this is what it looks like. Now, the big thing is on the defensive line, we didn't really have anything. I kid you not, I ended up having to pick up Kyle Van Noy because I could not find any Nebraska, Iowa State, or former Jets front 7 players. But our secondary, we did end up picking this Jeremiah Cooper up. And then we also picked up a nickelback in this, what's his first name? Darian Porter. So our secondary is actually looking pretty good right here. And as I said earlier, strategy, Air Force, Falcons, offense. First time I'm ever running this playbook. Going to be featuring a lot of flex bone. That's why I wanted to pick up 2 good running backs. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the games. Real quick, boys, if you guys are a Madden or a CFB player and want to have more fun on the game and win more, throw touchdowns like these, and then also bag the most annoying of offenses, make sure you guys check out civil.gg, where I just dropped my tournament winning CFB25 scheme. We recently did a survey that said 99.2% of players that sign up win more games. Make sure you guys use code Dcroft to save you 30% off at the checkout. Link is in the top of the description, and you'll get instant access to all of the schemes on the website. All right, boys, there is going to be 3 specific formations that we focus on. The first one is going to be this flexbone close right here. We are then also going to be working out of these pistol empty formations. Let's go ahead and start right here. And the biggest thing about these is just going to be just the run game. It's going to be very easy for us to get the run game going here. And one thing that I will also mention is I do have Charles Woodson in the backfield, which I think is super cool. You guys can see we actually have Charles Woodson right here. There's basically a glitch to get him here. If you guys really want to know it, I can probably make a video on it on a point. But right here, we're starting off with a toss to Jeanty right there. Good start for us. All right, we're going to a little bit of a counter right here. Looks like we should have this right here, as we do not have that right there, actually. He plays good run defense right here. Whenever we get into any type of obvious passing situations, this is actually when we're going to focus on running this pistol empty trips formation. All right, and one of the reasons why I want to run this pistol empty trips formation is going to be this quarterback draw here. You can basically just, take it right up the middle like that. Such an easy play to run. And you also have a speed option from this too. There's just so many sick plays out of Air Force. It's really one of the cooler playbooks in this game. You guys can see it. Now we're running a little bit of a speed option. We get the pitch to the outside right there. Reggie, out of there. Oh, and look at Reggie go. I kid you not, guys. This pistol trips formation is so good. I do want to make sure that we're running a decent amount of flex bone here too, but this is a formation that you guys should start putting more into your game plan. My next scheme is actually going to be a pistol formation. I think pistol in this game is just so good. I got to figure out what I think the best pistol formation in this game is, but for the time being, I do think that this pistol out of Air Force is one of the best. Alright, in so many of these challenge videos before, I feel like my defense was really bad. We actually have a really good defense today. Right there, pig cage. Now, I will say, I'm not typically a fan of these shorter safeties, so it's going to be interesting to see how I like him. Alright, second down here. He's actually going to try pig cage. Oh, and that's my thing, right? I feel like if that's a super tall safety, I think we do get the pick right there. All right, we're going to play similar defense as we did last time. Got to just trust in pig cage being able to hold his ground. Right there, just a little bit bad with my lurk. I'm going to run by him right there. We do actually have like 3 defensive tackles right now. We have Ndamukong Suh playing defensive end. You guys can see Ndamukong Suh at defensive end right there. Did not think anybody was going to run the ball against this team, but maybe I'm mistaken. Right there, Fred Warner. That's one of Breece Hall's favorite players making a play for us. All right, boys, we are now in Flexbone East right here. Now, this is one of the great running formations that we have. You gotta be a little bit careful right there. I'm not great with making this read. I should have just handed the ball off. I actually thought that play was glitched, I kid you not. I thought I didn't even have to make a read. I thought I was gonna be able to get to the edge right there no matter what. All right, he's gonna actually go to a little bit of his own little speed option there. Able to blow it up though for a loss. All right, get out there with our user. I need to make a tackle right there. A little bit of a dump off. A little bit surprised that he just isn't throwing the ball past the first down marker right now. All right, looks like he's coming in a little bit of a 5 wide right now. Looks like he has 2 delay flats. We try to switch it on. He's just able to hit the out route right there. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Yo, Porter. Yo, I actually couldn't believe what I just saw right there. I kid you not, I saw the screen and it didn't even process in my mind that that could have even been picked right there. That's one of the Iowa State players that we just threw on our roster. I think he's a 90 overall. That's one of the best plays I think I've ever seen from a defensive player. Look at this replay right here. Look at him make a play. It's like, that's an insane play right there by him. All right, so I think the first play, I actually think I picked the wrong play. So we're trying a different play right here. As right there, man, we got to keep the ball right here. All right, back into our pistol formation here. Calling a little bit of a verticals play here. Let me just go ahead and put an out route here too. We're looking for the out route. Maybe Reggie Bush out the backfield. We actually should have the out route. As we're a little bit slow with the read right there. All right, so this is one of the things I've actually got to stay away from. This is not the type of offense you want to have in this spot. Let's go ahead and motion out Reggie Bush like this. Really just looking for one of our seam streaks, if not that post. We do have this post open the middle of the field here. Garrett Wilson. Oh, out of there? Oh, I thought Garrett Wilson was about to get busy there. All right, we're actually going to stick in this pistol a little bit more. I feel like this flex bone isn't working as well for me. This is actually a quarterback power right here. As right there, able to get a good chunk of yards with Vic. I really like this formation too, pistol empty stack. One of the reasons why I really like this is there is actually going to be a do-it-yourself reverse right here. So these do-it-yourself reverses are really, really cool. We're going to essentially be looking to hand this ball off to Reggie. I'm actually going to flip this formation right here. We're going to hand this ball off no matter what. No matter what, this ball is going to get to Reggie Bush's hand. And I want to make sure that this is going to the wide side of the field. Hand it off as Reggie Bush. There he goes. Spin move. Oh, almost able to get the spin move right there. All right, and this time we're actually going to be calling a little bit of a load option now. Just so many different things you can do out of this. You can see we're going to pitch it out as you guys see. I'm not accustomed to making these pitches. We are on a 2nd and 31 now. All right, we have this like weird corner route out here. Now we're probably going to end up hitting our post route. Ooh, as we actually have the corner. Okay. We are going to go for this. We are a Madden player at the end of the day. I'm going to be a little bit sharper with my read. Whenever you're learning a new offense, it can be a little bit difficult to master your reads. We're trying to throw something right there. I mean, we're still up 7-0. I think I'm getting the hang of this offense. You know, I think as these games go on, I think we're going to play a lot cleaner offense. I just got to be a little bit better with my pitching. Good defense right there. Charles Woodson, toe drag swag, and we're able to make a pick right there. All right, boys. We're going to call this load option again. Now, I got to be a lot better in terms of making this read right here. You can see he's doing a good job with his user taking it away, so I'm actually going to just instantly take my timeout right there. All right, one thing I'm noticing is he's playing these options very aggressively. This time, we should have our slant. The pressure's just getting to us. All right, we're going to get back to flex bone here. We're just going to run double corners right here. Pretty simple concept. Should have our corner route on the left here. Jalen Knoll, finally able to actually get him involved. I'm going to take my timeout right here. All right, a little bit of misdirection here. We're just going to go to a simple fullback dive, though. Able to pick up some good yards with Genty and secure 3 points. Defense has done a great job so far. Honestly, the Iowa State players have kind of shown up for me. I did not anticipate that interception in the first half from Porter. Striking a lot of 5 wide now. A little bit of a double move there. Are we going to be able to get there? No, that's the one player on our team that's just a little too slow. Right there. Look at Pig Cage. I was talking about his height earlier. Look at Pig Cage make a play. Oh, try to get to the sideline right there. As our opponent does quit. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our next game. All right, boys, national championship time 2. We ended up playing a game after that. I'll be honest, that game was just pretty boring. Jalen Knoll to start off here. One of actually the best players in the game too. And he also goes to Iowa State, which is super cool. Same college that Breece Hall did go to. All right, so if I learned anything from the first couple of games I've now played in the scheme, I have to be better in terms of making the read and just being a little bit more ball control. So we're going to really focus on trying to run the ball right here. As right there, we try to get the fullback toss to the outside. Almost able to break that one. All right, again, one of my favorite plays here, this midline option. We're actually going to keep this right here, bounce it out. We should have the pitch. As I said, I've been practicing this read a little bit. Spin move with Reggie. Oh, we have 360 on him. I thought we might be able to get to the house there. All right, biggest thing is having discipline. I'm actually just going to hand the ball up the middle here because I've learned that this handoff up the middle, you know, a lot of the times I'm trying to make too big of a play. This handoff up the middle with Ashton Genty is just truly so money for us. All right, and as I said in the first game, we've got Charles Woodson in the backfield too. I want to get him some touches right here. So let's just go ahead. Charles Woodson, little bit of a counter right there. Able to get a good 6 yards for us. And honestly, boys, I like that look. We're going to go right back to it right here. We're going to try to actually bounce this outside this time. Able to pick up the first down. Ooh, I was waiting for him to click on. I was going to try to cut that back inside. Sadly for us, he did not click on though. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. We're going right back to Charles Woodson. A little bit of a halfback dive right here. Oh, boys. I thought, man, we're getting Charles Woodson a touchdown this drive. All right, same call, just halfback dive. Have some good run vision. And look at Charles Woodson, man. That's a Charles Woodson drive. Basically, if you guys are wondering, I don't have enough running backs on my depth chart. And by me not having 3 running backs on my depth chart, it then defaults to put my highest overall player in that spot. So let's just hypothetically say that I was to have like a 97, 98 overall lineman. It would actually put the lineman right there. All right, boys, it looks like he's going to want to run the ball here against me too. He's coming out 3 tight ends first play. So we're able to get a good run stop there with Ndamukong Suh. We're going to even try to switch to him. A little bit of another run play by him. Ooh. Man, if he was to keep going outside there, I think he might be gone. Looking, oh, wow. My user was a little bit suspect right there. I just didn't think he was going to throw it that quickly. That one's on me. A little bit of another inside zone right here. Man, I think we're going to have to go to a little bit of a heavier set to try to stop the run. All right, we are in a 3-4 odd now, boys. Pass defense isn't going to be great, but we got to try to stop the run. We got to try to stop the run. He's going to go to a pass right here. He's going to have his corner out. Thankfully for us, it was just an overthrow. right there. Play action for us. And there's one player on our team, which is our left outside linebacker. Just not able to keep up right there. And an easy walk-in touchdown for him. All right, now that we've had a little bit of time to actually practice this flex bone, I feel a lot more comfortable passing out of it. So we're actually going to run this little bit of a fake right here and then look for Charles Woodson in the flat. That's right there. Not really able to pick up any yards. All right, and back to our option play right here. One of the big things that I learned from using this playbook out this run, we got to stay consistent to the run right here. That time, we're going to try to bounce this one out with Genty. Ooh, I thought we might be able to cut that one back inside. All right, and same thing right here. We're actually just, no matter what, going to hand this one off to Genty. Should be able to pick up the first down. And I'm actually going to go turbo right here. One of the big things about turbo is if you call turbo, it actually worsens the run defense. So right here, we're going to keep it, get to the outside. We're going to look for the pitch here late. I just waited too long for that. You got to make sure you pitch it early enough. If you wait that long, that can potentially happen. All right, a little bit of a quarterback power right here. We haven't really ran with Vic a ton yet. And that's why. That's not the greatest run ever. All right, obvious passing situation for us here. We're going to look for this speed out on this right side of the field. We should have it. Garrett Wilson. Toe drag swag. Good stuff, Garrett. All right, back to our run game. He's done a pretty good job at taking away the interior run. So we're going to actually run a little bit of a rocket toss to Reggie Bush right here. Spin move. Ooh, got to get out of there. All right, different variation, but the same play call. We are just going to call another rocket toss right here. Doesn't seem like he's doing a great job in terms of defending this edge. I feel like we've been able to consistently pick up this edge right here. We try to almost follow our running back as like a lead blocker. All right, and we had so much success with Charles Woodson earlier. We're going to try to get him the ball back. This time, he actually does a pretty good job taking away that counter. All right, 3rd and 6. Actually still running down for me. We're going to actually pitch it early here this time. Try to cut it back upfield. Good defense by him, though. We got this little almost like smash return route on this side. Jalen Knoll, look at him. That's the route we were looking for. Able to get a big time first down for us. All right, I do want to stick in this pistol just for one play. I want to try this reverse right here as we're right there. Spin move, just not able to get the edge. All right, want to stay patient with our run game still. We're going to go back to a rocket toss right here. We're going to be able to get the edge. Oh, wow. I don't know who number 40 is, but number 40 just made a play for him. All right, 3rd and 17. Really not the spot we want to be in. Try to hit Jalen Knoll underneath. There's a crazy shed by him, and we'll just settle for our 3 right here. All right, and a little bit bad from us throwing that incompletion right there. Was kind of hoping we could keep the clock running, but he doesn't have a ton of time right here. It's right there. Oh, I thought Porter was about to make another play for us. Let's make a tackle in bounds. Wow. A little bit of a run by him. I'm surprised at the call of a run right there. Time ticking right here. He's basically forcing... Oh, pick Warner? Wow, Fred just wasn't able to get there. I thought Fred was going to be able to make a play. There, he's looking for this route again. Good throw away by him. Doesn't have any timeouts either, so if he gets tackled in bounds here, things might become a little bit scary as we get good pressure. He's just barely able to get that ball off, though. He's going to settle for his 3, so we should be looking at a 10-10 game. Coming out of half, let's see if he's able to drill this. This isn't a free, this is 51 yards. This is difficult to make. Let's see if he's able to hit it as, wow, he actually drills it too. Great kick by him. Let's go ahead and get into the second half. All right, to start the second half, he is actually going to be rocking this I form tight right here. Not the most ideal formation for me to try to defend, but see if Fred Warner actually just set the edge really well right there. All right, so he goes from I form tight to 5 wide within one play. We'll say that one did catch me a little bit off guard. Hit stick, ooh, just missed the hit stick. All right, 3rd and 5. He's back into these heavy sets. He does seem to like these heavy sets. Gotta make sure I just watch over the middle as, wow, he just throws the ball right at me. All right, 2nd and 8, back in I form. Just gonna make sure I don't give up a free deep corner route like I did early here. A little bit of a stretch call here. Good tackle, good stuff, boys. Nothing open, good pressure. Oh, give me a D-line pick, boys. All right, 4th and 5. Gotta get off the field right here. Gotta make sure I just watch the middle of the field with my user. Watch the running back. Switch stick on as we just don't have a spy. Wow. The thing that I will say, boys, the more time he takes away from us, it becomes a lot more difficult in terms of being able to play offense the way we want to. Even if we got him to 3, it's fine, but being down 7, the way we play offense in this is a little bit difficult. A little bit of a duo call, great defense by us. I feel like we keep getting him in these tough situations. Just, you got to make a play one time. Right here, watch the tight end. Just watch the tight end. It's right there. We do get a pick. Van Noy. Van Noy is out of there, boys. Good stuff, Van Noy. I will say, the only player that I actually just randomly put on this team, but Van Noy, one of my favorite cards in this game. He also did like Fred Warner, who went to BYU. Van Noy also went to BYU. It just felt right to have that BYU linebacker tandem on the team. All right, play action to start off this drive for him. We're actually going to send our spy right there. Oh, we're just like a half step away with Fred Warner there. Nothing really open. Is he going to try to bomb? I thought he might try to bomb right there. Right there. We're starting to play some good defense here, boys. I feel like we're starting to take control of this game. Nothing open. Okay, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, Cooper. Look at both of the Iowa State boys show out. They both had picks in this. Try to get out of there, too. All right, this is perfect. We can get into flex bone, run our ground and pound offense, and try to win this national championship now. All right, a little bit of a counter right here. This time to Reggie Bush, though. We're just not able to get out right there. All right, we gotta try to get to the edge more. I feel like whenever we can get to the edge, good things are happening. Is right there, finally. A little bit of a fullback toss. Ashton Genty able to get us into the fringe of field goal range. All right, want to make sure we just don't do anything dumb here. Little fullback dive to Ashton Genty, able to pick up a strong 5 right there. All right, biggest thing for me, just don't do anything dumb right here. We are in field goal range. Go ahead, just run a little bit fullback dive, and is Genty out of there? Look at Genty get out right there, boys. All right, one stop, and it should be over here. Nothing really open. He's going to try Charles Woodson. And look at Charles able to make a play. That is actually going to do it. That's going to seal us the national championship. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the team. All right, boys, and as you guys saw, we were able to win a national championship with the team Breece Hall wanted us to create. Now, I think the coolest card that we were able to use was this Charles Woodson. He was able to do everything for us. Being able to get him on offense, I just thought was a ton of fun too. He actually felt really smooth running the ball, which is something I was not anticipating. Now, if you actually look at his offensive stats, they aren't bad. Like 70 spin, 72 juke move. He has 94 change of direction too. He's definitely fine, right? Like you can use this card on offense and I think have some success. Now, 62 carrying a little bit scary, but this was a card that was a ton of fun to use. Outside of that, the other 2 cards that really stood out to me were actually the Iowa State boys. You know, these low 90 and 88 overall as we just went ahead and threw in this team just because why not? Darian Porter, now he is 6'4", so he's got the height that I love in DBs. He was a dog for me. He had that crazy diving interception in the first game. And then Jeremiah Cooper, also a dog. 94 zone coverage in this game for a 90 overall is pretty insane. So loved using both of those cards. Offensively, actually the card that kind of stood out to me, I kid you not, was this Garrett Wilson. He actually made a decent amount of plays for us when we went to that pistol formation. But with that being said, I appreciate all you boys tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the like on the video if you want to see more videos like this. But with that being said, I will see you guys all next time.